Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Before the Post. Let's go through the second day of this weekend at Pune, which is the 16th of August. We have a 3-year-old group race, the FD Wadia, and yeah, without further ado, let's start with the first race. So the first race, we have the unreliable class 5, again over 1600 meters. I do think that there are a few standouts in this race though. I think we can talk about Abhyankar, Exotic Star, and then also Jaeger. And Yuletide at the weights and his Pune form could also be spoken about a little bit. Let's talk about Abhyankar first. Abhyankar is winless from 9 starts, although he did run 3rd in his only Class 5 outing in his last Mumbai appearance. He has also previously finished 4th in a Class 4 in the higher class, finishing only 1.5 lengths behind the winner, which is strong form for this level. However, 2 races after that were not very convincing, but then his last run was quite good. Yeah, I definitely think Abhyankar definitely has a chance to break his maiden in this Class 5. He's only run once in Pune, and so we'd have to see how he takes to the Pune track. But I think he is definitely one of the main contenders in this race. Let's talk about Exotic Star. I actually personally really like Exotic Star. I mean, the last 4 runs, she has 2 wins and 2/3. Yes, all in Class 5. But she is a winner in the Pune track, on the Pune track. She has won with top weight, or not with top weight, but with a higher weight. She is carrying quite a lot of weight here. I definitely think she is a live contender. She won back-to-back wins in Class 5 last Pune season and then in the start of the Mumbai season. She has been out for a bit, but I think she's coming into this with a very live chance. Oh yeah, and then also we have to be a bit careful because all her runs in Pune before the track becomes a little bit harder, like during the peak monsoon, have not been very impressive, and they were very weak even though they were Class 5 races. But then also in general, the runs before that kind of were all pretty much weak. It seems like she found form in her more recent runs, and I think with that form she should be in the 1, 2, 3. That is my opinion. Okay, then we can talk about Jaeger, or Jaeger, or yeah, Jaeger. Also winless, but has had the benefit of running in Pune already. And before that, finished 2nd in his last outing in Mumbai. He is also winless, but I think he comes into this definitely with contention as well. And yeah, I mean, I think he could break his maiden in this race as well. Yeah, then we can talk about Madison. Madison has also had a benefit of a run. I think I'm putting Madison in this because he likes to lose lengths at the start, but he finishes strong a lot of the times. Maybe the Pune straight is a bit too short for him, but he has had that benefit of a run. So he's an interesting contender. He also has Neera Drawal on board, and his last win did come with Neera Drawal. The last 2 runs also where he did lose lengths at the start, which is like a norm for him. He had a little bit less experienced boys on in apprentice boys. So now that he has Neera Drawal back on, I think he could be outsider, but I think he could be spoken about for sure. Then we can also talk about Royal Champ. Came 2nd in her last start, also winless from 10 runs. Has that benefit of a run in Pune. Ran over 1600 meters in Class 5, and he has finished 4th in a Class 4 over a mile, both in Mumbai and Pune. So the distance isn't a question. I just think there are some other horses with better form. And we can also talk about Yuletide. Currently, his form has not been great, but last Pune season he was 2nd twice over this exact 1600 meter distance. Yeah, so I think, maybe he could be an outsider, especially at the bottom weight. But yeah, no, I think for me, I'd talk about Abhyankar, Exotic Star, and then Jaeger, and then giving Madison and Royal Champ outside chances as well. But I would definitely lean towards Abhyankar. He has strong recent mile form, and then with the apprentice claiming a little bit off his back, he's not the top weight anymore, so I think he definitely comes into this with a good chance. I do like Exotic Star. I think she's a horse that has recently found form in the last year. I would go with Abhyankar in this one, but I think it's still, there are a lot of horses that can challenge. Okay, let's move on to race number 2. This is the Mayor's Trophy. It is a class 1 over 2,000 meters. Very, very interesting race here. We only have 3 runners. All are being ridden by top class jockeys in their own right. They're all top class horses. They're all group performers except Golden Dancer. But Golden Dancer, she did finish 4th in the Oaks, quite a bit behind the other horses. But she has been on the up since then, winning 2 races. She did finish 3rd in her last run in Pune, but she does have that benefit of a run in Pune, and she is a winner on the Pune track over 2,000 meters last year, breaking her maiden. She's also, again, like I said last time, she is from a very nice classic winning family, and yeah, I mean, at bottom weight, honestly, I think every single horse in this race has a chance. I think it depends a lot about the running of the race. Arrived has also been superb performer. He was superb in Calcutta, the Calcutta Derby winner. So he gets this distance for sure. He obviously has not run in a while, so that might be a question. Yeah, and then we have Thalassa. Thalassa is the class horse. She's already won a class 1 over this exact 2,000 meter trip in Pune last season. She's just at top weight. I honestly, in this, I feel like I like Arrived. I think he's been improving with every race. So I think all these horses actually have a chance in this race. I think it'll depend a lot on the running of the race. I think Thalassa is the proven class horse. I mean, in her 4-year-old year, she did come in the top 4 in the Derby. Thalassa is probably the best established horse of the 3. But then if we look at the medical reports, she's had quite a lot of things, and she had a sore back 2 months ago. Though a lot of her medical reports are after her last race, so we'll have to see how she takes to the Pune track and after how she's recovered after, I'm not sure how bad of a setback, but there has been something. Obviously then Arrived, winner of 4 of 7 starts, including the Calcutta Derby. I'm gonna go with Arrived in this, but I wouldn't be surprised if Golden Dancer or Thalassa win this. Let's move on to race number 3. Race number 3 is also a very interesting race. I'm sure everyone's going to have their own opinions on this race. I think the 3-year-olds have an edge in this race, for sure. We have Menorca, who finished, I think it was like almost 4 lengths behind Vortex in the Fillies Championship over 1,600. She hasn't run since then, but that was very good form. That was right after she won. She broke her maiden in Mumbai. But yeah, so now she's in class 4. She's at 57.5, but she's at the distance that she won her race in, and she comes into this strong. You can't ignore Agatha. She's very good at the handicap angle. She was 3rd in a class 4 over this exact 1,400 meters. She was only beaten half a length. She was carrying 55 kilos. And now with the 5 kg claim, she's only 49.5. So we have to look at her for sure. And I mean, Omkar Akade has been riding very well. He won very impressively on Shambhala. Yeah, so I definitely think she is also definitely in contention with that huge weight advantage. Her charge comes here in excellent form. Won a Pune class 5 on the 2nd of August by 4 lengths, was carrying 61 kilos there. She's now in class 4. She has been a class 4 contender. Yeah, so she has previously finished close class 4 company over 1,400 and 1,600 meters. So she's definitely in form. She's a fit horse. She could be there. But I think the 2 that I would really focus on in this, that would be my strong choices, would be Organized Chaos. Has been running very well, has that benefit of a run in Pune. Did run 2nd to Minari, but would have come up after that race, after his first start on the Pune track. And I mean, he's still lightly raced and progressive, but we'll have to see. But I think my pick in this would be Invincible Force. Menorca is also there on class and has proven a little bit more, but I thought for Invincible Force's last run, for him to win first time out on the Pune track, running very green and very erratic, well, not so erratic, but more green, would have learned a lot from that race. Well bred, I think he could be something special. We don't know. Obviously he's unbeaten, yes, 1 of 1, but so yeah, I think Menorca, Invincible Force, I like these horses. Organized Chaos as well. And then from The older horses, Her Charge and Agatha. I've spoken about all of them now, but yeah, I'm gonna go with Invincible Force. I like to support horses as they're unbeaten because you don't know how good they are until they lose. Anyway, then we have race number 4. Race number 4 is a maiden 3-year-old over 1,000 meters. Kind of looks like Lucky Diamond's race just on his form over 1,000 meters and that he's run in Pune already, so he knows the Pune track. But there are also a couple of maidens that we don't know. Sabalenka, very interesting. She finished 5th, 4 lengths behind Lempicka over 1,000 meters on her only start. She has that 1.5 kilo filly allowance, and Sandesha's riding her. She definitely has scope to improve significantly from that debut. I really like this horse. The other horses kind of have okay form. They're obviously 3-year-olds, so can show lots of improvement. Yeah, we have Golden Hughes as well, who's coming with my favorite and other people's favorite Bangalore form as well, but I think she will improve a lot from that, and she's also coming with that Bangalore fitness. Yes, Golden Hughes would definitely be a contender in my eyes. Of course, we have Yashna Redu on board. Yeah, there are some other horses that haven't run. We don't know how they'll run their first races. Obviously, we have Inheritance, the baby of Rufina. She hasn't been too impressive. She's been a little bit ordinary in her first 2 outings. I think this race will have to be looked at also in the paddock. I think the paddock, what the horses are looking like, and the fitness will tell you a lot about this race. I like Lucky Diamond. I think that just based on his form over 1,000 meters and the fact that he has so much experience and he has an outing on the Pune track, I think that will definitely benefit him. But then we cannot ignore Golden Hughes with that Bangalore fitness. So yeah, I'd say Lucky Diamond, Sabalenka, Golden Hughes. These are my top 3. Let's move on to the main race of the day. This is the FD Wadia Trophy. This race has a lot of future regional classic 2,000 guinea winners, especially among other classic winners. So yeah, it's a very strong 3-year-old race. I mean, I think there are a couple of standout horses, but I think they're all class horses in their own right. For me, I think it's between Lady Scarlet and Jandar. Minari also has that benefit of a run as well, just like Lady Scarlet. Nebula also, I think she raced a lot in Mumbai, but was very impressive in the beginning of the Mumbai season and has the class. She now has had that break. She is at bottom weight or almost bottom weight. And I think, she also has a chance to win this. Let's talk about Jandar. Jandar is the unbeaten horse in this field, was very impressive on his debut and followed that race up with another impressive win, beating a field of a lot of winners. And a lot of the horses from that race have gone on to win or run well, like Blue Jet and Monterey. He's a winner over 1,400 meters. I think the only thing would be that he hasn't had an outing in Pune, but he has been working. He's been well prepared. He has a lot of work, so you can assume that he has been prepared very well. He looks like a very classy horse. The way he won his first race, very green, was very impressive. So yeah, I definitely think he's a top contender. He would have only improved since then. He would have only grown into himself a little bit more. He's also carrying less weight than Lady Scarlet in this race, so he does have a slight edge on Lady Scarlet. But yeah, we can't ignore Lady Scarlet. She was very impressive on her Pune outing. She does have that Pune outing. She is the sister to Sovereign King and also Time and Tide. I mean, very, very well bred there with the Blue Hen mare Starlet, second in the PBMM. Honestly, when I was watching that race, I thought she was going to win it. She is the highest rated runner, but obviously that is now means she's carrying top weight. But I think we will see how good she is in this race. Then we also have Minari. Minari also had an outing in Pune, won that quite impressively, very comfortably, beating Organized Chaos. So she has that benefit of a run. But yeah, and then we have Rambo as well. Rambo broke his maiden in a 1,400 meter race in Mumbai. It was the Poonawalla Auction Stakes. I mean, he has that Bangalore fitness. He went to Bangalore, so that Bangalore fitness he wasn't very impressive in Bangalore, but he does have that Bangalore fitness. We saw it with Vortex, so we can't write him off. He's also only at 54.5, which means he's getting weight from Lady Scarlet and Jandar, but only a little bit. Then we have Invictor, Blue Point, son of Blue Point, has also been pretty impressive, been in the 1, 2, 3, 4. He came 4th in the PBMM. Yeah, we really can't ignore him either. Has been working well. A lot of them have been working well. Honestly, for me, this is quite an open race, but I will give the edge to Jandar and Lady Scarlet. I think they are definitely top class horses. From what I've seen, I might be wrong, but this is what I think in this race. If I were to say between Jandar and Lady Scarlet, I think I'd just give the slight edge to Jandar, just because he's unbeaten, even though Lady Scarlet does have that run advantage, and very, very impressive run advantage. But yeah, I think I'll give the edge to Jandar. Race number 6. Okay, I think this is a very, very interesting race, very competitive. Class 2 horses, consistent horses. They've all made it to Class 2. It's a 1400 meter race. Yeah, I think there are a lot of runners that can be spoken about in this race. I think we can speak about Earth, Neutralist, Be Magical, Amazing Ruler as well, and then Scaramouche and Zeffirano at bottom weight as well. Earth has had very good form in the Mumbai season. I don't know if she likes Pune because there's not great Pune form. The last time she ran in Pune was in 2024, apart from the race that she just ran where she came 6th in her last outing. I definitely think she will benefit from that run. And yeah, I mean, she's a consistent Class 2 contender, so we can't write her off. She's also carrying minus 5 kilos off her back, so she is almost bottom weight, and I think that will really do her well. And she has beaten Scaramouche over this trip in December, but after that, Scaramouche has gone on to win very impressively in Mumbai. Then we can talk about Be Magical. She has an interesting comparison with Earth. She finished 2nd ahead of Earth over this exact 1400 meter distance in Class 2. On that day, Be Magical had a 4 kg weight advantage. Today, she only gets 1.5 kgs from Earth now, so Earth is 2.5 kgs better relative to last time. So Be Magical is another one. She does like the Pune track. She was impressive last Pune season. She's also at bottom weight. She could definitely come into the reckoning at only 50 kilos. Personally, I like Neutralist a lot. He was very close in his last start in Class 2. He has Sandesh on board. He would have benefited from that run for sure. And at 52 kilos, I definitely think he is the horse to beat. But yeah. And then we can also talk about Amazing Ruler. He's a very consistent 1400 meter specialist. And yeah, I mean, he's also carrying less weight on his back at 53.5. But yeah, based on his last run, he would need to find a little bit more. And then we also have Scaramouche. Scaramouche in his last run in Mumbai was quite impressive. He does like Pune. He has won and finished 2nd in 2 Class 3 races here last season. The 1.5 kilo claim will obviously help him, but he's still giving weight to a lot of the main dangers. But he's definitely in the reckoning. You cannot ignore him, especially based on his win in Mumbai. He's also had an outing he's also has benefit of a run in Pune, but wasn't very impressive in that, finished 11 lengths behind the winner. I think another interesting horse for me in this would be Zeffirano. Huge handicap wild card, won his first race in the Mumbai season and then was here and there, but he's claiming minus 3.5 kilos with Ramswarup on board, and he has won over 1400 meters in Pune last year. Yeah, and he's carrying very featherweight on his back. I think he could definitely be a wild card. Then I mean, Stormy Sea has not shown a lot of form at all since a very long time, but he is the winner of the 2025 Shapoorji Pallonji Breeders Juvenile Colts Championship. So that is pretty impressive. Normally the good horses are the ones that do that. I mean, this honestly looks like a very competitive race. I will let the experts give their advice on this. But yeah, I would go with Neutralist. I like Earth also on handicap, but I don't know if she likes Pune too much. I also like Be Magical at the low weights, and I think a really nice wild card is Zafferano. But of course, class 2 is asking a lot of him, even at the bottom weight, but could be there. Okay, last race of the day. Let's go through it. I again think, you know, competitive. I say that about a lot of races, but I think this is a competitive race. We have Viennoise, even Samson, Enski, Arbitrage, Ekla Cholo last time out winner, Neptune as well, Elevate. Of course, Elevate came second to Blue Jet in her last run. So, yeah, quite a competitive race. I also like Majestic Warrior in this, I'll be very honest. I liked him last week in a place thing. I like him again, especially with the minus 5 kilos off. He's carrying featherweight in his prime. I know that he's a 10-year-old, but in his prime, he is a winner in class 3. But yeah, in saying that, I do think he will have lots of competition, but I definitely think you could put him in a place chance. So Elevate, we can talk about Elevate first. Broke her maiden quite impressively in her second start, in his second start. Top weight though, so we'll have to see. But he did finish behind Blue Jet, which I think a lot of people think very highly of. Yeah, we'll also have to see where Blue Jet finishes the day before, and I think that can based on that form, you can look at Elevate in this race. Then we have Viennoise also. Viennoise has had benefit of a run in Pune, ran third over this class and distance with Omkar Akhade on board. Same jockey again, would have improved after that run. We have Starseed. Starseed is its first run after Gelding, will be interesting, but has also been top 3 last 4 runs. So is Viennoise, very consistent performers. So yeah, I think these two also come into it. I think we can't ignore Neptune. She was running a lot in class 3 in Mumbai. Her last race, she came third in a class 4 against Pinnacle and Storm Majesty. Again, we can look at Storm Majesty form after his run, and then you can base it off of that as well. She is a winner on the Pune track in class 4. She is now running over 1,000 meters. The 3.5 kg claim does help though, but the distance is a little bit of a question mark, but she does have that benefit of a run, so I think she could be there as well. I don't know in this race. I like Majestic Warrior as a place thing. And then, you know, I think Neptune can be a surprise. I think Elevate will prove a lot in this race. We'll see how good she is. I mean, to win at top weight is going to be a little bit difficult for him. Starseed, Viennoise have been very consistent performers. If I were to choose one in this, I think I'd go with Viennoise. I do like her in this race. And then I'd give second chance to Elevate with competition from Neptune. And then I also think Majestic Warrior has a very nice place opportunity and to be right there. So yeah, so that was my analysis for this week's races. Hope you guys enjoyed. Have fun at the races. There is some very interesting competitive races this weekend, and yeah, I will see you guys next time.